Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com, and I'm back in Kansas now. I'm trying to get everything ready to go to Seattle, and uh, things have been changing week to week. And here in Kansas, they've got it's a Republican state, but it's got a Democrat governor. And man, I think I don't know. This is what's funny. They come up with all these mandates. I mean, I don't know what this stuff is. They're not laws. You know, according to the Constitution, they make a law, and these aren't laws. And people are fined, and I guess they're going to jail you. And if you find there's something wrong with it, I think they may even kill you. So it's almost like communists in the way of their action. But their actions are unconstitutional and immoral. So, I mean, if you want to be an idiot and follow instructions, I mean, you can follow any kind of instruction you want. I made a video talking about when I was robbed out in California. I was young and dumb, and working for Pizza Hut. And their policy was when you're robbed, give them the money. And so what happened, I was robbed and I took the guy's gun. And then I remembered, oh, wait, we're supposed to give him the money. So I gave him back his gun and gave him the money. We were robbed. And it was so funny because I thought, you know, wait a minute, this is their policy. I guess if they can have a policy, the business next door can have their policy. And, well, why can't I have my policy? That's where I learned about policies. Policies are just, they're meaningless. They're kind of like guidelines, you know, to go along. And because you're not jailed for policy. So, you know what I mean? You're not killed for policy. Now, I say I've been to Cuba and China. Now, they jail you and kill you when they make a policy. And they don't have morals. They don't have a constitution. So in other words, they don't need to make a law. They can just make a policy. But that seems like what's going on here. We went out to eat last night, and come to find out, they have to close at they have to close at 10. I guess they're coming up. I guess they got some kind of a 10 to 5 curfew. And so, you know, and then they shut down businesses. I don't understand how you can close a business. You know what I mean? You don't have any constitutional right. You have no moral right to close down a business, and they do. And this is what happens when government points out which businesses they want to succeed and which ones they want to go out of business. And like I say, I've learned about that when I was in the restaurant business, because like I say, I guess we were making too much money. They didn't want us making money, so then they shut down or they put more pressure on the small restaurants. And like I say, I don't put up with it too good, so that's why I was one of the first ones to go out of business. That's when I moved down to Guatemala. And so I'm trying to figure out, okay, you know, the same stuff that Walmart sells, these small mom and pop markets, they sell the same stuff. So why do they have to shut down and the Walmarts can keep running? You know, there's just so many things that aren't right. And here in Kansas, I guess, I don't know when they started this thing. I mean, it's been within the last few days. But there's going to be more businesses going to be shutting down. And so it's not only the business owners are going to lose everything, but their employees will too. So I'm starting to think and these are local governments, state, and then the cities. I guess they got their own, but remember, I try to stay away from cities. I might travel through them, and spend a night or two, but I don't live in a city. But these cities are trying to dictate what goes on, and then I say with the mask, and then and I heard there's a couple more people that, well, it's funny. I hear these people that get this virus, and all these people are social distancing. They're all wearing a mask. You know what I mean? So I don't understand if you're doing as you're told and you're getting sick. I think maybe you're doing the wrong thing, and you're listening to the wrong people. First thing, you're not taking personal responsibility. I mean, anybody that does what they're told is not taking personal responsibility. I mean, that's an easy one right there. And it's not easy to take personal responsibility if you don't feel you have a moral obligation, or you don't need to constitutionally. So I'm thinking that generally in the general population, they're probably not too much smarter than what they were down in Central America and Mexico. When I see these people, communist China and all this, everybody just does as they're told. It's really surprising to me how people will do things that do as they're told when it's not safe, when it's unhealthy. I mean, I'm having a hard time understanding how that works. I mean, I got a good laugh out of it when I'm in these foreign countries, but when it's happening to my country, and for me to believe that I'm around moral people and people that take personal responsibility. I mean, these people don't even take care of themselves. I mean, safety-wise, they don't have a plan on. I mean, I mentioned, if you don't have a plan, you got to do as you're told. So, I mean, when you're robbed, you don't have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're going to do as you're told. So it's concerning me that these people are continually doing as they're told without even thinking of a plan. And there's a lot of them. And our society will be changing. I mean, there's no two ways about that. The normal stuff has just gone to hell. And I don't know here if they're thinking, well, Biden is one, but as far as I know, there's still it's not, decided, and they're still figuring out how many of these are real votes, real lawful votes, if the law means anything. But I can tell the law has got less and less meaning all the time, because the people empowered don't go by these laws. So it's like a policy. And I think we're going to have to think this out some. We got problems, and I think to get them fixed, we need to start with ourselves personally, our households. I mean, how can these people be so stupid and tell people forget Thanksgiving, forget Christmas? I mean, what is going on? How stupid can we get? How long can we continually do as we're told like idiots? This is Mike. NoStressMike.com.